Round 5 of the Under-12 girls in the Junior State Cup. The Vassallo Cup goes on the line this weekend. It's Parks and Parramatta to do battle in this Round 5 fixture. Mike Sheen with you for the call of this one as we roll through Saturday afternoon. Touch from Connolly Park, the Jubilee Park field here at Wagga. There's the 30-second call. It's Parks and Parramatta. Jason Stanton will be with me in a moment to call this one. I'll have a look at the ladder for you ahead of this one as we get ready for siren and the whistle. Parks in Pool B sitting third. There's the whistle. Parramatta getting underway with the ball in the traditional blue and gold. Parks in their blue with red and white trim. And good to see the young girls getting a start here. Some of these girls very much in the 10 and 11 age bracket. An early penalty to Parks, the Pumas. I have to keep correcting myself not to refer to them by their other team names from the other codes.
Yeah, you're a wealth of knowledge, Mike. You've got all the mascots, team logos.
Yes. If you saw what I had on my computer here, some of the stuff I could show you on my laptop, which...
what have we got here? Pumas versus Eels. What's the matchup look like, Mike? How have these two been progressing throughout the weekend?
Parks are third. It's a very even pool, this one. Sharks are on top on 12. Parks are third on 10. Parramatta's fifth on 8. So they're certainly looking at an important game. The top 5 go through with the best 6th placed team across the board. So you would expect that both these teams will progress to the round of 16 tomorrow. Parramatta on the attack, the 28's Lara Dragoljevich. Diminutive number 28. The number 12's Lara Featherston.
Oh, look at that.
She'll take it up the middle, Lara Featherston. I think they're going to call it back, though.
There might have been a touch.
I think the touch was made.
It was quite an impressive show of footwork from the number 12 there. Was it Lara Featherstone?
Yep. Now it's Kiara Hayward trying to break the line. Featherston into dummy half. Only has the one option on the outside. Does she go there? She will, but I think they've got it down, have they? Yes, in the corner. First score to Parramatta. Nicely worked down the outside by Parramatta. They'll get the score.
That was... Love seeing the energy there, Lara Featherston. She's beat the player, drawn the winger for the try, let the winger score it, then she's run over, given her a high five. Then she's high-fived about the other 5 girls on their way back to the box.
These young girls have got boundless energy.
I love it.
Yeah, I wish we had some of that.
I think I would have been grabbing a drink of water on my knees somewhere, but they're...
There's the return.
Hit back.
Charlie Milne for the Pumas. Levels it up at 1-1. Nice piece of play there from the Pumas, number 7.
Yeah, this is energy versus energy here in the stadium field.
And the girls know they're on the feature field.
1-1. I'm in charge of the scoreboard here, and it's been...
You need to focus on that, Jason.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was in my job description, but the I had a few of the fans giving me funny looks here because I wasn't pressing the buttons. But
you didn't get it done
1-1
fast enough.
Are we back on track? 1-1.
Yeah, the big boss is downstairs, so we better behave ourselves. So the Parramatta side with possession, Giselle Barlow in the 76. Number 6 is Lila Anderson. That's her with the ball now. Now on the outside, it's Liliana Webb. Penalty to Parks here for a late pass. So Parks keeping possession. Well, play here, Parks. Block play up the middle. Good momentum here from the Pumas. Number 18 for the Pumas is Aaliyah Esman. And we've got an error there, so it'll be Parramatta ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well it's coming through on the, when you're watching it at home, but the width of passing from these young girls, 10, 11, 12 years old, is nothing short of like incredible. It's the skill level, dumping left hand, right hand, passing from the left, passing from the right. They're not easy things to do, Mike. And so, this is definitely the best of our elite girls here on show.
Certainly is. Evie Beasley tried to find Lila Anderson, but couldn't reach the target. Penalty to Parks. Now they come back to the left-hand side here. Parks, first touch just short of the 10, their own side of halfway. That's Esmond again. Now they swing it left-hand side. That's Charlie Milne, the try scorer for the Pumas. She's going to make her way to the box. 15 that's on is Kelsey Finnegan. She'll play it midway between the 10 and the 7 metre line, eastern side of the ground, the far side. Burke Street side of the ground, if you like. The number 3 there is Daisy Rice. Still going. In fact, no, that was Esmond who was caught on the last, so it's a turnover. Parramatta having to come out of their own end.
Yeah, quite a good set there from Parks. Good ball movement. They used all 6 touches. Asked some questions of the Parramatta defence. So Parks are definitely settling into this one. They're not too overawed by playing their city challenges.
She stepped on the line there unintentionally. Liliana Webb. She was on the touch line. The referee got it incorrect, and the referee saying that's the spot. So we'll play from just inside Parramatta territory. Number 30 for the Pumas is Lucy Barnes.
Oh, wow.
Luca Barnes, rather.
Good footwork.
Step work there from Emily White.
Yeah, very elusive there. Left and right foot steps. Ball in 2 hands. Showing all the skill.
Yes, White out of dummy half finds Barnes once again. Not afraid to take a block play. Daisy Rice out wide for the 27 Scarlett Lorick. And the ball goes to ground just as they were building nicely there, the Pumas. Just starting to build well. But the ball goes to ground and it's turnover for Parramatta now. Just over the 10 metre line. Up towards the halfway and over it. That's a good run there from Alexi Showman. Now the number 9, Chloe Clifford, taking it forward. We've got numbers to the left-hand side here. That's Eden Grace Elchar with it, the 13. Now they want to come right-hand side. They're trying to draw the defence. That's Najalina Siviero. My apologies if I've got that wrong. Najalina Siviero. That's her with the ball, the diminutive number 7. Long ball out wide. Finding the try scorer, I think it was Chantel Schmidt-Sanelle. I think that's correct.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago, Mike, in the under 12 girls division where they wouldn't, it would take almost 6 touches to get to halfway. Like, the ball movement and the speed wasn't there. But you can see with these teams, there's no issue with width. They can move the ball, they can drive up and down the field, and really almost have a crack at scoring on every set. Yeah, which is a great show of speed and skill.
No, it certainly is. They're not afraid to spread the ball, even though they're only young. They're not afraid to spread the ball and give it a bit of air. Now Parks doing just that. Doesn't come off on this occasion. As we see Parramatta on the attack. That's Clifford once again with it. Siviero has an option there in the form of Showman. Now out wide. That's Webb with it. Towards the touchline, tag made just outside the 7.
Nice pass there from Elchar there.
That's over the head of Siviero, so it goes to ground. They don't teach height anymore, unfortunately. I missed out on that class. So these girls are still developing physically in their bodies, so I'm sure they'll grow over the coming years. Now Parks, a little bit flat-footed there, the Pumas. Now it's Barnes.
A nice big 7 here from the referees. They're really opening it up, and it's allowing these allowing the girls to actually utilise the footwork that they have.
Yeah. And it's good to see the girls able to show their skills. Ruby Galvin with the ball, the 25, and she's going to turn it over now. Referee said bring it back.
Yeah, we're still a couple minutes out to a half time. I wouldn't be surprised if Parramatta can jag one here if they can get down there, because just the last couple of minutes just feel a bit of a momentum swing. Let's see whether they can convert that into points.
Yeah, I got a similar feeling. Haywood nearly through the line. Touch was made midway between the 10 and the 7. Parks into the ground. Featherston with it. There's a player on the outside. They can't get through the defensive line though. Featherston into dummy half, gives it away. Referee's found a penalty to the Eels.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game. That's just a bit of a reminder for those still learning the game. When you get back to the try line, you've got to wait till the play the ball's actually happened before you come forward. So it's not just getting onside. Sometimes you have to wait a bit, which is what happened on that occasion.
Parramatta on the attack. Webb for the corner. No. Good touch made there in the last line by Adelaide Terry for the Pumas. Now it's Featherston. Takes it up the middle. Good run. Plays it back on the 7. That's Haywood. Can't beat 3 of them.
Always dangerous. Haywood, the footwork there. Always dangerous.
Plays it on the last. Featherston wraps around. Can't get through the line though. Good defence from Parks. They've done well to hold up there and keep Parramatta out. So 45 seconds to half time. We're level at 1-1 as you can see. Parks and Parramatta in this Pool B match. Round 5 of the Vassallo Cup, the under-12 girls. And to say it's an even contest is an understatement. It's been very even. The scoreboard shows that, but there really has been nothing between these two teams. Not just on the scoreboard.
Yeah, both have probably have had equal opportunities, I guess, on either scoreline. So I think the halftime break's going to be interesting to see, tactically, if either of the coaches, come out with something different for the second half.
There's the halftime siren in the background. So at the break, it's 1-1, Parks and Parramatta in this round 5 fixture in the under-12 girls. And as you said, Jason, I think both teams would be reasonably content with where they're at. They'd both have things to work on, but there'd be things for them to address at the break.
Yeah, definitely. I think the drive and the defence through the midfield is probably not a whole lot they can do different there. Maybe a bit of maybe trying to run an attacking play coming into the line might be the difference, something like that. But or maybe even try and a couple sweepers, some sweeping plays might be good. But definitely that's what this break's for. They're going to come out with something different to try and get the win.
And Parks equally content with where they're at. They've shown some glimpses, the Pumas. See what's what the state of play is. I can see one of the senior officials out here from the group. I think it might be more from the competition, but I think that's more of a social visit than anything. I thought they might be reading a bit too much into that. But Parks, they'd be content with where they're at, a little bit more structure in their attack, especially if they can get down towards the 7. They're certainly looking promising.
Yeah, the other thing too is that when they're playing multiple games a day in 36 plus degrees sort of conditions, we talk a lot about the energy levels, and you can't be up for every game of every minute. So it generally has ups and downs, and you really got to try and capitalise when it comes your way. So
there's the hooter to start the second half. Level at 1-1 in this under-12 round 5 girls tie. So it's a vital 4 points on offer for both teams, is putting it mildly. Up next, See the Parks boys, the under-16s, warming up for their game against Canberra Brindy. That one due up at 1:30. Continuing to roll through the afternoon of touch football from here at Jubilee Park. Parks on the attack here, stepping through the line, but the touch was called.
That's Charlie Milne, I think, there.
Yep.
That was some nice footwork, but the touch was made by Lara Featherston.
On the last, they'll come to the left-hand side. They don't have the overlap here. They might have to double back to the right-hand side. A low ball, but well picked up. There's a gap there. Don't think the touch was... I don't think she got through the line in the turnover there for Parramatta.
Yeah, great effort by Parramatta to hold him out there, because sometimes that little bit of unorthodox type play and, going back and forth can get you a bit rattled, but Parramatta were composed.
Now here's a chance for the Eels down the western side of the ground. That was Danae Prinsloo with a good run for number 3 downfield, but the ball goes to ground after the play of the ball. So Parks able to apply a bit more pressure. Here's a chance there through the line here, Parks. Charlie Milne away for the second for the Pumas. Often gone like a thief in the night, Charlie Milne. She's got a double, and that's the Parks scoreline, 2-1 to the Pumas.
Yeah, she showed a great turn of pace there, and what had happened was one of the Parramatta defenders had actually made the touch but had left early, which is something we spoke about in the first half. So the referee was right onto it and said play on, and Charlie Milne didn't need an introduction. She was off.
Yes.
Getting the try.
Often gone in a heartbeat. So it's 2-1. Parramatta trails. Now what can Parks do this afternoon in reply? Still a long way to go in this game. Best part of 9 or 10 minutes. Now taking it forwards, Anderson. Trying to draw a defender. Webb trying to slice through the line. Penalty to the Eels. So I'll take the tap. Roll ball on the 7. It'll be Webb. Tried to take on the line, but two of them there to greet her rather quickly. Now it's
they're quite compressed here, aren't they, Mike? If Parramatta can stretch it a bit, they might have some luck.
They've got half an overlap here on the left-hand side, and that bounce pass reached the target, but we'll say it has to be a pass on the full, not on the bounce.
Yeah, the Parramatta winger was frantically calling for it. You could see there's a lot of space out there, but unfortunately they weren't able to string the passes together. So good defence by Parks. They still hold the lead, 2-1.
Midway through this, or approaching the midway point of the second half. About 8 minutes remaining in this one. Parks doing a good job of holding that slender 2-1 lead, but Parramatta certainly not out of the contest by any stretch. And they get possession here about 5 short of halfway. Can they turn that into points? With a full set up their sleeve. That's a good run there from Giselle Barlow. Plays about 7 metres inside Parks territory. Now getting a bit of momentum. Anderson beat the first, couldn't beat the second though. Back to the left-hand side now. They're looking for an option there. That's Evie Beasley playing it just short of the 7. Barlow having a look. Oh, she's done. No, she got the touch.
Wow, what a
touch was made.
A great read there by the Parks number 3. I think it's Daisy Rice. What a save. That's a try saver, Mike. That
is absolutely a try saver. As we see Parramatta, they're up quickly on Bunasif, and it'll be a turnover on the last. They've done well here, the Pumas, to keep the Parramatta side at bay.
And for the moment, that's probably, I know it's only one try, but that's probably the difference between the teams. Pumas have been able to save those half chances. And it's almost like the defence has kept him in front. It's a bit of an anomaly, but that's what's happened.
Certainly is the case. Now Parks through Rice. Finds the support there in Emily White. Plays it on halfway on the last. Going to turn over possession, are they? No, they won't. She beats the first, steps back inside. That's a great run upfield. I think that was Summer McNamara making the long run upfield. So good end to the set for Parks there, forcing Parramatta deep in their own half. Now the Eels, can they spark something here from halfway?
It's quite an effective sort of strategy from teams. Like, if Parks can keep giving Parramatta their ball on their own try line, makes it hard for them, using a lot of touches to get down the field and less scoring opportunities. So
on the last, Parramatta with it, Prinsloo. It's Prinsloo rather, and she turns it over on the last.
Yeah, it's a nice run there. Just got into a straight foot race there, but Parks were up to the task.
Parks playing it just outside their own 7. That's Rice taking it forward. That's a good run from Daisy Rice up towards the 10-metre line, their own side of halfway. 27's Scarlett Lorick. Now here's a chance for Parramatta to have to do some defending. Daisy Rice once again should be in contention for the Guzmini Gomez MVP, Jason. She's had a whale of a game, the number 3 for Parks.
Yeah, she's been very strong, and with like 4 or 5 minutes to go, I still feel like we've got some scoring left in this game.
Yeah, I don't think 2-1's going to be our final by any means. It's certainly been a tight contest, but you get the feeling there's more points on the board to be taken. That's Siviero taking it up, number 7. Now it's El Shah. Webb, a high ball, easy for her to take, being one of the taller, older age girls in the age group. Now Parramatta trying to get through this Parks defensive line. Daisy Rice making a couple of good touches there. Forces the turnover on their own 10-metre line, Parks. Miley Duff, number 33.
A bit of good defence there by Parks, Michael. They're starting to get a bit of dominance through the middle here where, Parks are going a bit further with their drive-in sets than Parramatta. So Parramatta are going to have to make a bit of an adjustment so they can try and get that try to get it back on level terms.
McNamara with another good run there. Up towards the 7. She'll play it now. They come back infield. I think that's Alira Williams with it. And they turn it over just outside the 7. Their own end of the park, the wrong end for them. 3.5 minutes or just over that remaining. 2-1 Parks leading Parramatta. It's one a vital match in the context of the makeup of the finals. As we said, the top 5 from each team progress to the round of 16. That'll be held early tomorrow morning. Parramatta on the attack over the halfway line, looking for reinforcements. Featherston takes it forward. Good run from Lara Featherston. Just on 3 minutes to go. Another solid run upfield. I think that was Schmid Senele. Taking it forward now, Featherston. That'll be a turnover on the last. So Parramatta are able to force Parks deep in their own half to start the set.
Yeah, that was a better set from Parramatta Eels then.
But easy meters from the Pumas there. Beasley takes it forward over the halfway line to the outside on the western side. She hasn't got a lot of toe on her though, the number 4. Good touch made there by Barlow and also by Webb. Did very well. The 18's Aaliyah Esmond. Now it's Terry taking it forward. Adelaide Terry plays it on the last, just outside the 7. Parramatta being told to get back in defence before moving up. They've got numbers to the outside if they can create something here. Good ball over the top. They've got the overlap here towards the corner. Terry, the touch is made. It'll be a turnover on the last.
Yeah, great scramble there from Parramatta. I think that might have been Featherston coming across in cover to help her winger.
Done very well, Parramatta, to hold on here. There's just under 2 minutes remaining. Only the one score in it. Featherston plays it. Just short of the 10-metre line.
Yeah, Parramatta going to need a penalty or a repeat set or something to try and get them back in there because Park seemed quite comfortable playing this midfield battle with them.
Certainly seem to have handled it rather well, the Parks defensive unit. Just watching the Parks boys and the Canberra Brindy boys cross paths down below us as they prepare for their match up next. Now on the outside, just as they had a chance, Parramatta, the ball goes down. It'll be a turnover for the Pumas with just over a minute remaining.
Yeah, Parks will just be looking to control the ball here and force Parramatta to start probably their final set from their own try line or deep in their own half. So Parramatta's got to try and meet them in defensive, see if they can force a turnover.
45 seconds to go for Parks. Can they hold on for a second victory of the campaign and all but ensure their spot in the second round tomorrow? No, they've got a turnover here and a penalty to Parramatta. So 30 seconds and change remaining. It'll be Parramatta ball on halfway.
Yeah, well, that's what Parramatta needed. They'll have one last throw at the dice, Mike. See if they can snatch a draw out of this one.
Featherston beats one. Touch was made, though. Doesn't beat the first line. She'll play it 8 metres inside Parks territory. What have they got here? Anderson. Good touch there, just outside, just over the 10-metre line. Featherston seems to be the general for the Eels. That's 3, and she's 5 metres short of the 7. There's the siren. Last play, Webb keeps it alive, but the touch is made, and Parks hold on for a well-deserved 2-1 victory over the Parramatta Eels.
Yeah, pretty good performance from both teams, though Mike. So, yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of these teams for this tournament.
No, certainly not. 2-1 the final score. Up next, Canberra, Brindy and Parks in the under-16 boys.